for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion. Want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me.
Whoa, Manny, wake up. Time for the game.
Don't do that. My back is killing me.
What happened?
I heard it in work.
Did you file an accident report?
No, it was my own fault. I was picking up a box the wrong way.
Well, you should report it anyway. Then maybe you can collect if you have to stay out.
I told you it was my own fault.
I don't have to stay out anyway. I mean, it's just a little backache, right?
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Texier.
Good morning.
Have a seat.
I'd rather stand.
Mr. Texier, can you prove that you hurt your back while at work?
I was lifting a box and I felt a sharp pain.
Did you report it at the time?
No, he didn't.
Were there any witnesses?
Anna was there.
Ask Anna about the day you hurt your back.
Anna?
Yeah.
Do you remember the day I hurt my back?
Minnie, how could I forget? It was the last time I saw you stand up straight.
Would you come to our lawyer and tell him what happened?
I'm really sorry. I just don't think I can do that.
Supper isn't ready yet.
Sit down. I have something to tell you.
Don't rush me. Sit when I'm ready.
All right, then. Stand.
I don't want to stand. I'm tired.
I went to see a doctor today about my wrist. He said I should stay out of work for a month. Did you hear me?
Look, Maria, everyone has problems from the machines. That's just how it is.
I talked to the union. They say I can get workers' compensation.
The union. Did the union tell you how Manny's been waiting for 3 months for his compensation?
No.
Did they tell you who's going to pay the bills while we're waiting?
Do you want me to be permanently disabled?
No, but we can't get by on one paycheck.
I'll get a check. That's why we have workers' compensation.
Sorry.
If you get sick or hurt at work and you lose time at your job, you can still get an income. You are eligible for workers' compensation benefits. Workers' compensation is insurance coverage that your employer must have in case you get sick or hurt at work. Workers' compensation benefits include pay for lost time and medical costs. If you cannot work at all, you are called totally disabled. If you are totally disabled, you can collect 2/3 of your average weekly salary. For example, if your weekly salary is $300, you can collect $200 a week under workers' compensation. If you have to work fewer hours or on a different lower paying job because of a work injury or illness, you are called partially disabled. If you are partially disabled, you can collect 2/3 of your lost earning capacity. Lost earning capacity is the difference between what you made before you got hurt or sick and what you made after. For example, if you made $400 a week before you got hurt and $100 a week after, you are losing $300 a week. That is your lost earning capacity. You can collect 2/3 of that $300 or $200 a week. 2/3 of that $300 or $200 a week. If you have to work fewer hours or on a different lower paying job because of a work injury or illness, you are called partially disabled. If you are partially disabled, you can collect 2/3 of your lost earning capacity. You can collect 2/3 of that $300 or $200 a week. That is your lost earning capacity. You can collect 2/3 of that $300 You can collect doctors and hospital bills, prescriptions, braces, and travel to and from the doctor. If you cannot return to your old job because of an injury or illness, you may be entitled to payments for retraining. That is, you can get trained for another job or career. Payments for scars, amputations, and loss of function. That is, you can get a one-time payment for these injuries. You are eligible, that is, you can collect workers' compensation benefits if you can prove 1. Your accident happened at work or on company grounds during work time. For example, you fell in the company parking lot because it was covered with ice, or you cut your finger on a machine. Or 2, your illness or injury is caused by conditions on your job. For example, carpal tunnel syndrome, back problems, or even some cancers. Or 3, your injury or illness is from an old health problem that gets worse because of your job. For example, you had allergies or back problems that got worse because of your job. You must be able to prove that your illness or injury is work-related. Because of this, it is very important to 1. Fill out an accident report as soon as an accident happens and make sure your employer fills one out and sends it to its insurance company. They have to send you a copy too. If you do not get a copy in the mail of your employer's report of injury, you should contact the insurance company directly. 2. Go to the hospital, health office, or a doctor for treatment and make sure there is a record of your injury. 3. Write down the names of witnesses. A witness is someone who saw an accident or can say that you got sick from work. You should let your employer know as soon as an accident happens. You should also let the company know as soon as you realize that you have a work-related illness or injury. If you wait too long, you might lose your right to apply for workers' compensation benefits. You are eligible for benefits as soon as you have been out of work for 5 calendar days. Your employer should tell the insurance company right away. You should check to make sure your employer does this. Within 2 or 3 weeks, you should get an answer. Remember, if you do not get a copy of your employer's report of injury, you should contact the insurance company directly. The insurance company will either give you a check or say they will not pay. If they refuse to pay, you should file a claim at the Industrial Accident Board. Also, you may want to talk to a lawyer. You may have to go to a hearing. When the benefits come through, you will get paid from the first day you are out of work. This is called retroactive benefits. You are entitled to workers' compensation by law, no matter whose fault the injury is. Even if you were careless or an old medical problem got worse because of your job, you can still get workers' compensation. Remember that workers' compensation is insurance to protect you at work. Workers' compensation is a right, but it is important to know your rights to get your rights. Ask your union officials or your teacher for more information about workers' compensation.